Hello, welcome to Holistic Lifestyle Tips, Getting Real About the Woo Woo. I am Becky Russell, owner of wellness company Hope Essential, and I am an essential oil educator and a holistic lifestyle educator. That means I love to teach. And I also feel very obligated to share what I learn along the way because I know not everyone loves to learn like I do. And not everyone feels compelled to look at uh, a bigger picture, to look at a different way of doing things. And I really enjoy doing that. So I felt compelled to figure out a way to approach my health differently because I am not blessed genetically. And I saw what the disease treatment model did for my family members, and I really am not a fan of that. So I have been looking at other ways to approach wellness. And knowing that I am predisposed to type 2 diabetes, I feel that if I had not chosen a holistic path, that I would have basically gone down the same route of in my 40s being diagnosed as type 2 and being on medications with no hope of ever getting off, and really not a great quality of life as you age because the medications just keep creating more problems and you're taking more medications to try and help those problems. So I chose a holistic path. I don't have all the answers, but I do keep looking and learning. So I want to help you have a quality of life as you age as well. That's my goal, and I want that for you too. And holistic just means treating the entire body, mind, body, and soul, and from the inside out, not just treating symptoms and treating, um, you know, being more proactive and preventative about your wellness. And I think it served me well because at 62, I'm not on any daily medications or prescriptions. And I love that. I think that's awesome. I can't guarantee that for everyone that follows a holistic lifestyle that they'll have those same results. There's many things I could be doing better. I don't have all the answers, but I don't give up. So that's a curse and a blessing at times. Every week, I pick a different topic and uh, just sort of share a some sort of insight into it. It's something you may already know about, maybe you don't. Some weeks are more woo-woo than others. They can either pertain to physical wellness, emotional wellness, or spiritual wellness, sometimes one, two, all three. Tonight's topic is going to be mostly about emotional and physical wellness because it's about limiting the toxins that you put on and in your body. This is a subject near and dear to my heart. I talk about it in the, opening statement basically every week, but I have not really shown you how to do it. I think back in episode 11, it might have been that we talked about essential oils, which are awesome tools to do that. Um, but the topic was pretty broad, so I didn't really zero in on the bigger picture of limiting the toxins. And I want to do that tonight. It's super, super important. And even as important is it's in our control. A lot of things aren't. So this is very, some people may be stressed after this, thinking, oh my gosh, what am I putting on and in my body? And I need to get rid of everything. But honestly, I hope you look at it as a way to be empowered because you can now take control. You don't know what you don't know, but when you do know, you hopefully will do better. So that's what this is, just to open your mind, share some information, and maybe get you to get on that natural solutions path. It can be overwhelming, so just start slow. Uh, Most people can't just throw everything out and get all natural things at once. But I do challenge you that as you run out of things, replace with something more natural. And it can even be good, the good, better, best thing. Um, something that is less toxic, not exactly pure, but less toxic. So, you approach it the way it feels right for you. Cleaning supplies is what we're going to start with because it's the biggie. And I want to share with you, I found an article from 2015. Yes, I keep things that long. Um, 2015, so you know that the issue's even worse now. In 2015, the average home contained 3 to 25 gallons of toxic materials, most of which were cleaners. That's scary, especially when many of these homes have children and pets. Um, that's very scary. So we know it's probably a lot worse now. And this is something that is pretty easy to do on your own. I don't have time to go into a whole lot of recipes, but of course, the essential oils, I love doTERRA, and they have, cleaner concentrate and other things. But if you even just want to use your baking soda, vinegar, borax, there's all sorts of recipes. Now, can be dangerous. You don't want it around pets and kids, but the vinegar, the baking soda, I just don't like the smell of vinegar, so I'm going to have to try something else. But just for instance, an all-purpose spray, 3/4 cups white vinegar, 1 cups hydrogen peroxide, 10 drops of an essential oil, and 1 teaspoon of liquid soap, preferably, you know, something pure. The On Guard concentrate from doTERRA or Dr. Bonner's Castile soap. Um, do your research on brands and add these ingredients to a 16-ounce spray bottle, fill with water, shake and spray. I mean, that's very simple. Carpet and upholstery freshener. You can buy them, but the scent is probably fake. Why would you want to breathe in an artificial fragrance? That doesn't make any sense. So to make it is so, so simple. Combine 20 drops of essential oil, you choose what scent, and 3 cups baking soda. Cover, let mix overnight and set overnight. Excuse me. Sprinkle on carpets and upholstery to freshen and deodorize. Wait several hours or overnight and vacuum. You don't have to buy the pre-made things that probably have chemicals. It's super simple, but the main thing to remember is you have to plan ahead. If you don't have your oils on hand, if you don't have the baking soda, whatever, you're going to fall back on the old habits and what you think is easiest. Okay, so cleaning supplies, super, super important. Another uh, fact is over 100,000 children under the age of 6 are sickened by household cleaners each year. That's very scary. And petroleum solvents in floor cleaners damage mucous membranes. So there's so much information here. I can't go over it all, but I do classes on green cleaning. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Let's go on to water. I know the owner of Mountain View Pure Water here in Johnson City, and if you listen to him for any amount of time, you'll know you've got to get your water cleaned, so filtered. So I have it in my whole house. I absolutely love it, and do not have to buy bottled water, and that's saving the environment. I don't like plastic, so I just fill my stainless steel or glass water bottles. And if you can't or don't want to have the filtered water throughout the whole house, you can just do in different parts of the house. Um, the other thing is plastic, which I just alluded to. Um, a while ago, there was this big run on getting rid of the plastics because of the BPA, and those are there's man-made estrogens called xenoestrogens in a lot of plastic, and that includes receipt paper. So when they ask you if you want your receipt, just say no. Every time you touch receipt paper, that's affecting your hormone, the balance of your hormones. Um, the water bottles, plastic, again, we're hurting our environment, and we're um, the risk of the BPA. And one thing I have read is they did get rid of the known really bad BPA, uh, you know, chemical that was in them, but they've replaced it with another kind of BPA that's not maybe as dangerous, but it's still there. So I'm done with plastic. I use glass or stainless steel for food containers. I reuse jars for, glass jars for storage for things. It's just not worth it to me. There's a reason why there's so much infertility and why kids are going through puberty so much younger. There's a reason, and for all the cancer. Um, Obviously, with your food, you want to buy less processed and organic if you can. If not, be sure and wash real well. doTERRA has a foaming On Guard uh, hand soap that you can actually use as a fruit and vegetable wash. So you know for sure that's pure. And gardening, your lawn, please don't use those horrible poisonous things. They can harm the animals in the neighborhood. Um, you're breathing it in. It's not good. And of course, there's all the research saying it can cause cancer. House paint, vacuum filters, just having a doormat and or taking your shoes off before you come in the house. You're leaving the outside chemicals outside. Then bath and body products. I don't have time to even start there. They say the average woman puts over 200, and that's probably really low products, chemicals on an in her body every day, between the makeup and the lotions and the perfumes and all that. That's just not good. We know that Europe has banned so many more chemicals than the US, and it's very sad that we can't rely on our government any more than that. Um, Hand soap is a biggie. Ditch the triclosan and the antibacterial soaps. Um, those they contain endocrine disrupting chemicals. It just don't. And of course, doTERRA has the On Guard, so to me, that's a perfect choice. And it's so easy to make on your own. There are some apps that help with you figuring out what products have chemicals and so forth, and I will put them in the comments later. Um, but it's EWG Food Scores, EWG Healthy Living, EWG Skin Deep app and website. There's something called the Good Guide, the Dirty Dozen app, and Think Dirty app, which is pretty clever. So we can, even though it's disturbing to know there's all these chemicals around us, we can take some control and read labels and use those apps to figure out what's in things. And I think it's interesting that the same people who are so concerned about oils hurting their pets, which I obviously you want to protect your fur babies, but they are not taking into consideration the cleaning products they're already using are probably full of chemicals. And I just wish people would take as much care researching the products they do use as they do with questioning natural things. And I also want to mention Norwex. I don't sell it, but I use it. And it is a company that has products that, because of their patented microfiber cloths, you don't even need cleaning products for some of them. The dusting mitt, you don't need to use any kind of polish to dust your furniture. The window cleaning mitt, you just use water. It's like magic. It's amazing. So check out Norwex. It's not inexpensive, but it'll probably save you money in the long run because you're not buying bottles of Windex and furniture polish and stuff. Just like the oils, pennies per drop. Um, it's an investment up front, but they last a long time. And if you have other questions about how to limit the chemicals, you can probably tell that's one of my uh, big things that I totally believe in, that that's something we have to do. So just reach out to me. Go on my website, hopeessential.com. I've got all sorts of recipes and information on there. And then my business page, Hope Essential LLC, I do all sorts of education on there, and you'll know about events coming up and so forth. So I went a little over tonight. I knew I would, but this is so important. And it's also, like I said, try not to get stressed, break it down into baby steps, replace as you run out, and know that you have a resource in me. I will be glad to sit down and help you with a wellness consult to figure out what you want to work on first, and help you to have that quality of life as you age. It's so important. I want that for me and I want that for you. So till next time, choose you, choose natural, choose now.